To my mom, Miss Rebecca Walker, I want to tell you thank you. Thank you for being a great mom to me. I wouldn't change anything for anything in the world. I appreciate you, all that you've done for me. I appreciate you being there for me. And without you, I would not be where I am today. I know there are times that, including myself, as mothers, we think that moms are supposed to do certain things. Moms are supposed to be moms. And I want to take this time out to say thank you for the job that you did raising me and my two brothers, Cutter and Joseph. Thank you so much. You were more than enough. I wouldn't change it for anything else in the world. Welcome to Makn Life Mobetta podcast, where we are empowering Black men who grew up without a father to live a godly, purpose-driven life through faith, healing, and sharing our stories. This episode, I want to say thank you to the women that raised Black boys into the men that we are today. We get so caught up sometimes in talking about who wasn't there, my father not being there, and not really appreciating or showing appreciation to those that are there, to the mothers, to the grandmothers, because my grandmother played a huge part in my life, to your aunties. Sometimes you had siblings, your sister, to the women that played a role into raising us into the men that we are. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. There was a grandmother that commented on one of the videos, and it was the one I did about my grandmother. And one of her comments, she said she would love to be the grandmother the way, and what she was talking about, the bond that my grandmother and I had together. And a few days later, I responded to it, and a few days later, she sent another one. And she went into great detail about her grandson. She says she is a white lady and she has a biracial grandson. And she gave the history, the background of the family. And it was the end of it. She wanted to know that I think her grandson was suffering because he doesn't say anything about his father. He doesn't talk about his father. Father was involved in his life. He got into drugs. He ended up locked up. The mom is living with the grandparents, with her and her husband. And it's just been tough for them. And she loves her grandson. I can tell by the way her comments are written. And she said that. She was like, I love my grandson and I want to do whatever I can do to make sure that he is not suffering. And I want to say to you, keep being the grandmother that you are. Keep being there for him. Keep showing him how much you love him, how much you care about him. Prayerfully, he will come around. Prayerfully, he would open up and start talking to him. You may even want to share with him my first episode of the podcast where I talk about my father and my father not being involved in my life and the different emotions and all of that stuff that went on while I was growing up to becoming the person that I am now. So I just want to let you know, I can't remember your name. I want to let you know, continue being the grandmother that you are, because grandmothers hold a special place in their grandchildren's life. I was a grandmother's boy. You hear of daddy's girl. I was a grandmother's boy, and I am proud to say that I was. We had a great relationship. My grandmother meant a whole lot to me. My grandmother played a major role in who I am and the support that she gave my mom, her, my grandfather. So continue being the grandmother that you are. This episode is solely to the women that played a part in raising us Black boys to become the men that we are. You mean so much to us. We may not say it like we should. Some of us may not even know how to express it. I hope that by me sharing it, you understand the role that you play in our life. I know I wasn't growing up. I didn't share that a lot with my mom. I didn't tell her how much I appreciated her and how much I love her. And I saw the sacrifices that she made. I saw, and she never complained about it, not to us. She never said anything. She raised 3 boys by herself, did a great job raising me and my 2 younger brothers by herself. And I never saw my mom complain. One time she wasn't complaining. One time I remember my mom bought us Easter suits. And I was growing so fast. The next Sunday, I could not wear that suit because I grew just that quick. And I remember the look on her face when I outgrew that suit, like, because I know she worked hard to buy those clothes for us. I knew she worked hard. We saw her working hard. My grandparents kept us throughout during the day after we got out of school because my mom was working. She was doing what she needed to do in order to provide for us. She made it work with what she had. She did the best job that she had. And so many women, you're doing the same thing. You're stepping up. You're stepping up. You're being the mom. You're being the dad, not because you want to. It's because you stepped up. And this is no bash on any father for not being there. This is about the mothers. This is about the women that made us strong, the women that made us who we are. And I just want to say thank you to all of the women that played a part in help raising, help being a part, help molding, help you and inspire you, encourage you. When we were sick, you were taking care of us. You were working without complaining and providing from us. I know there were times my mom went without for herself, doing things and sacrificing things that she wanted and what she wanted to do because she wanted to make sure that we had what we needed, me and my 2 brothers. And I appreciate that. I thank you so much for that. I know I don't say that to you often, but I do. I thank you so much. I don't know where I would be if it wasn't for you. I wouldn't change it. I wouldn't change anything about my life, anything about the past, because you are who you are. God created you to be my mother. And I thank God that he created you to be my mother. The past couple of weeks when I was home, when I got out of the hospital, I thank you so much for being there for me. I thank you so much for your love. I thank you so much for your concern. And some may say, well, a mom is supposed to do that. Yeah, you can say that a mom is supposed to do that, but there are some mothers that don't. There are some mothers that aren't there. There are some kids. There are some Black males. There are some kids that don't have either parent. So for the women involved in raising, bringing up young Black boys, thank you so much. You play a major part in our lives. We love you. We respect you. We want the best for you. We don't want you to have to struggle. I wanted so much growing up I wanted to play professional basketball. The reason why I wanted to play professional basketball was to take care of my mom, to give her what she wanted, to retire my mom from work where she didn't have to work those long hours working in plants and factories and taking care of us and worrying about bills, worrying about making ends meet. That's why I wanted to. That's the number one reason why I wanted to play professional basketball, was to make sure I can take care of my mom. And at that time when my grandmother was living, taking care of my grandmother, just taking care of my family. My family has played a major part in who I am. My family in the village. They said it takes a village to raise a child. My family, the village, of all of my other family members, my neighbors, just so many different people, coaches that was involved in my life growing up. All of y'all made a difference. But without my mom, without a mom, so to the brothers that's watching this, if you haven't told your mom or your grandmother or that woman in your life that helped raise you, that got you to the point to where you are, take a moment and say thank you. Call them, let them hear your voice and say thank you. Thank you for who you are to me. Thank you for what you mean to me. Moms are moms, but moms should not be taken for granted. Moms, just because they are moms, they shouldn't have to do things because they are moms. Moms have lives too. And I know my mom sacrificed for us. I know my mom did not do some things for herself because she wanted to make sure that we have. So to my mom, thank you so much again for being who you are to me. I love you. I always did. I always will. Words cannot describe all that you mean to me. And I really, truly appreciate you being my mom. And to all the other women that are doing it, that are making it happen, that are raising young men, that are raising boys to become young men, thank you so much for what you're doing. We may not say it all the time, but we greatly appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And if you're watching this video to the end, please share this with a woman that you know that's helped raising a young black boy, that's helped raising him into a man. And let them know, share this with them and let them know that they are greatly appreciated for the job that they have done. Okay, again, thank you so much. If it's God's will, I will see you in the next episode. Again, this is Making Life Mobetta podcast, where we are empowering black men who grew up without a father to live a godly, purpose-driven life through faith, healing, and sharing our stories. Take care. God bless. God's willing, I'll check you out on the next episode. Have a good one.